Okay guys, now we're looking at the 1969 to 1971 range of the US Marine Corps. Again, not everybody would have had the exact same setup, but ERDL jacket is the big change. So this is just for the Marine Corps. Again, most would have actually had the EGA stamped there. This one is a new old stock, so it is not stamped. This is a green dominant. You can see because there's no what they call brown dominant in it, which is what you see here, this type of khaki brown. So that was used predominantly later in the war. As well, the mitral cover continued. By this time, they're getting the US band. You're seeing a little bit more stuff in their helmet. I've just added the flashlight on as this is more, later in the war would have been more search and destroy recon than all out battles that you would have seen earlier in the war. A few other changes, M56 webbing, again, all the way around, possibly a butt pack, maybe the pattern 41 knapsack. Then what we have down here is a few other things just to show you. So this is stuff they maybe would have carried later in the war. Insect repellent, this is a late one with the OD green. Earlier ones would have been white, as well as M16 rifle cleaner as well. And then you see this is a helmet with an ERDL cover. This is a later dated one. I've had a 69 that matched it exactly, so I'll just comment on this. You really barely see this in Vietnam, but you do actually tend to see it in the fall of Saigon with the US Marines at the embassy compound. And of course, just some other things, some ration sugar, some cigarettes, and 69 dated Zippo. And by this time, later in the war, before the US pulled out combat troops to a large extent, you also saw a bit of a change into the 67 pattern. So I just have a water bottle here for comparison. As you can see now, it's made out of a nylon. This does not hold moisture and water in the jungle like the canvas did, so it's a lot better. That being said, you really don't see this in a lot of photos until really late in the war, so 70, 71, even up to 72, for example. So this is what the US Marine Corps would have looked like leaving Vietnam in 1973 after 8 years in country. And I'll show you some other tidbits as well in my next video.